We're gonna start building a new civilization. There was a server me and my cousin had that we had all these buildings using this same texture pack, same sound pack, and I put them together using two different kinds of things. Snow Song's sound pack, and I didn't like the graphics, so I took Even Time and put it with this one like a while back, and it's been forever, and now it's 1.10, and I decided to do it again, except in a different area, because the last time it was in mountains, and this is the same, except it's floating islands. A little bit sick right now, but oh, what the hell. So I already built the first house, not thinking I wanted to record, but this is like a sample of what I'm gonna have the theme is. Like cozy homes filled with nice furniture and settings of like specific details. And then from the outside, I tried to make it blend in as much as I could to the mountain. I had to take this side of the mountain to extend the room in there. And some of this looks bad, but I don't mind. And then this side, it's like that. I could like do something like that, or I think it looks fine. So what I'm planning now is doing a long ass crooked bridge I might make all the way over here to this area where I'm going to build a house inside of this little crevice. Just like shove it in there as much as I can. So the first thing is I'm going to start picking my wall and what wood I'm going to use. So I'm going to probably decide on some spruce or oak or birch. Let's start with spruce because the last one I used dark oak. It looked pretty nice, but spruce is what usually in the snow biomes. Now what I'm trying to do is just make it look as normal as possible, but in fact enough room for the room to be in. I was gonna have the door facing this way. That last one I built inside of that mountain, and I might do a little of it with this one too, as you see on the other side. First step would be making your frame, and you want to make sure to try and do it as big as you can so you have plenty of room. I'll make it 6 wide. There's plenty of room. And then what I like to do is do the one effect where I stack all of them across. And then choose a roofing. I think I will use a cobblestone for this one. Yes. Now what I like to do is have it on the off side and have it go into the mountain no matter what, because someone could just jump up there and look at it. I also like to have the effect of this sticking out, and it creates a nice pattern. Now whenever a staircase hits a block, I'll just stop it right there instead of breaking the block and making it go inside, because that's not what it would really look like, would it? Like this, it doesn't matter, but it also does. And the other thing I like to do is this, just stack up the wood. It doesn't matter. The roofing won't look bad because on the inside we will have a different setting of wood, Spruce. No. Dark oak. Will look fine. And then we'll just have this effect going all the way up to the very last block. And then, I don't really mind what this part is. I just fill it in. Working with tight spaces is pretty fun. You gotta work your mind around all the corners, especially since it's a bunch of squares. Now I didn't plan on this, but the roofing is not a double wide, so usually you would finish off the roofing with a half slab. Now you could do this, or you could do that. A little point. Just right at the edge. It's a nice touch, usually. Now I could just like do this, but it could look a little bit too thick and wrong too, since this is a one wide. Now on the inside, you're gonna finish your part of the stairs. And then, of course, it's another one of these. So what you could do is just grab dark oak and then place it in the spot it's supposed to be. So now we have our roofing. This usually kind of matters, but for this case I'm not worried. Now I gotta choose a wall, and it can't be more cobblestone, because then it just looked like a shit house that Brycen made, you know. So we'd have to choose a fancier brick. So what about this one? You have polished andesite and stone bricks, which looks cleaner. So I'm going to use stone bricks because it's a cleaner version. Now for this part, I think I will add a little bit to the end here. So instead of actually making the wall here, I'm gonna come out here and then build this out a little, so that I can have room. And then I'm gonna just do this little thing here where this whole area right here will actually be full. Hopefully it won't look too bad, but yeah. Now what I'm gonna do is actually stretch these out more to make it look like it's been attached to the mountain itself. And then just fill this up with a bit more stone and try and make it look as normal as I can. And then this won't matter anymore. If you really want, you could just still put it on there. It's pretty nice touch, usually. So now that we've extended it to the edge of the mountain, we can now go inside. Let me finish this wall. We'll have a one doorway here. Now we can actually build out. What I like to do is just forget about this and just add more to the end and keep it going. I won't go too far because there's nothing else on the other side. It's a nice touch to try and include the surroundings around you into your own building into the side of the mountain. Now this is the part that I hate a lot because there is nothing here and it would just look bad, so you'd have to like literally just move stuff out of the way, place more down. In this part, this is what I hate, is you have to place parts there, but it's just annoying for me to keep doing that. It still looks great though, so yeah, that's the part right there that's going to be hidden by this, and then all the way through. And then just place more of your roofing down. And like I said earlier, to use just a regular roofing, wood planks. And then what I like to do is just look at how far this is out and then just use it. But since this is only uneven, we're just gonna fill it in here. I think there is. Yep. This is the annoying part, is that the actual things, noises in here are pretty loud in this sound pack. It's kind of annoying. Now that we have our room almost done, I don't usually always finish this fast, but since so, now we have our first new little home into the side of this little crevice. It's kind of camouflaged. I might change a few things on the roofing, maybe a different stairs, and fix this a little bit too. Because usually there's stairs here when I usually do that one method. But now, let's get to the flooring. Now we want a nice, comfortable flooring. So we're gonna do a nice wood. Let's do some nice birch for a sunny feeling inside the cold weather. A minute ago I was thinking that I should build 3 bridges to each location like this one. I was planning on having another one up here somewhere and one probably like way up here or there, and have my 3 friends that are builders and pretty good at it kind of copy the theme of this house that I made and build their own little places. I decided not to because it would take too long and they'd have to download the pack I was using to fully see what I want to see. So now we have our flooring. We're gonna figure out where our bed's gonna be. Now this is not an easy one because usually your beds will just stick out and look like a piece of shit, and it's like a corn in your shit, you know, like it's bright, it sticks out, and it's annoying. So what I like to do is just make this shit even as fuck that no one likes to do. And put this bed here. Yeah, that's even. Now what I'm gonna do is have this right here. Oh, it's on the wrong side. If that doesn't work, we'll just put a chest next to it. And then, right at the part of this building will be right here. So what I'm gonna do is what I did to the other place, is have a little area here that sticks out and has your crafting table and your furnace. And then above it is a chest for all your crafting materials and food or ore. And then after that, behind it, what I did at the other house is just stick an opposite one full of chests so that there'd be more room for putting your things in. It's looking pretty nice so far. So now I'm gonna put an armor stand down. And it's kind of my thing to where if you're gonna build something, you might as well just not overpower everything. Like get diamond everything, you know, and arrows by the stacks. You just get iron everything, and just probably a few arrows if you really wanted a bow and arrow. No enchantments or anything, just like full on survival looking, like an actual village of people. And then one of the things I like to do with a furnace or crafting table is actually stick a flower or something else on top, or like a skull. I think I'll do a skull with this one, a wither one actually, because who doesn't like wither skulls? Perfect. Now let's do something about this door here. Now we gotta have a really nice door that matches the thing, and spruce looks like it'll do it. Then there's also this crazy looking dark oak one, and since it's cold it has to be a closed door. So it's this one or this one. This one looks very fresh and sunny. I think I will do this spruce door, which looks perfect. Now outside, I'm going to do this thing that we did on the last server, is get some oak fence and a pumpkin, because pumpkins in this texture pack look pretty cool. And looking at the sea lantern, I could choose either one if I wanted to. This one's got a nice green effect, and this one's got that old nice looking one. I think I will choose the sea lantern for this area. Now, it's important to know where you're gonna put it, so I think I will just put it right over here somewhere and have it sticking over. Perfect. Now we have a lighting for the outside, but now let's work on the lighting for the inside. In the other house, you saw my torches on the item frames, and I'm going to do that again. So get an item frame and a torch, and decide on which slab I want to use for the holder. I could even use an iron anvil, which would look nice probably in this scenario. Let's see. Usually it's very nice to just test out and see what your option is, instead of just sticking it on there like a shithead. And in this case, I think this is the best look for this one. So what I'm going to do over here is stick one right there and here. Try and even it out as much as you could. Boom. It looks like you have your house done. And if you really wanted, you, oops, just threw away what I was going to use. You could take an item frame and a map, wherever that is. Where is the map? Miscellaneous. Wow, that's stupid. You can take your map, use it, and actually stick it on there so you know where you're at. As you see, this is the area right here, and that's where the house is I had over here. And then this is the nice area that I found to look for. Now what you could really do, instead of just grabbing the map, doing it like that, you could actually go out here, get in the middle. I hope this works, and just do it right here. Yes. And then it still looks the same, sadly. I guess it just sticks to that same area. Sadly, you can't see the house. This is how it works, and it looks pretty nice because it overlaps the old one and puts a frame around it, kind of. Now, I think we're done here. I think this looks nice. The bed looks shit, though. So what I'm going to do is just fix this shitty looking piece of shit, you know. And, yeah. Looks great. Because who the fuck has a 3-bed? You know. Or, how about this? Like the last house. Beside it, we will put, where is it? Jukebox. And at the end of it, on the other side, put a chest. I think this is it for the first build, well, second build, showing that I'm gonna rebuild a new place, like a village, like the last one. So we got this one now. Looks like shit, kind of. I'm not sure. It's all your opinion. Thing is, I put my effort into this and it still looks like shit. But now that we have actually built into it a little bit, which is amazing because of how close this wall is to the area, I might put one down here too. Maybe a little place where you're banished to, or jail where no one can see you. This is a really nice area I found. I spawned way out there somewhere. I just ran around because I wanted to see what the islands look like for setting when you customize your own. So we got the first one. The open doors, nice looking, you know. And you walk in, you got your two chests, your armor, shield, and sword, and your lighting up here. And this one has a pink tulip on top of your furnace, which will burn, and your chest above it, and your extra storage, your brewing table on top of a dresser, which is actually just a crafting table, and then your chest for all your brewing needs, and a little table and chair over here, you know, if you'd like. Over here you got your jukebox and chest and your nice view while you jump on your bed, you know, hit your head on the ceiling, break your neck, you know, stupid kid. And you get a kind of nice view of the place. Now, as you see, this is just a beautiful place I chose. The waterfalls, the pond that's almost exactly round in a circle, and just this river goes everywhere. It goes under here into a cave over here, kind of. It just keeps going. The drowning dog over there, you know. And then over here, it just keeps going around. It goes into little corners and little places. It just keeps going. It's amazing. I love this part that I found in this long tree of tundras. Now, maybe in the future, if I'm like that good, I'll like build little overpasses over here, like bridges above the thing, because you can literally go on your boat under all of this. It's beautiful. Over here, I might just like put a house under there and with lighting, and over here, it's a nice area. Well, this is a shipbuilding tutorial with Cheddar Jack, a cheese-loving pony. Thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, and hate. Just put as much hate comments as you can. It makes me do better because I'm determined. Thank you for watching.